in darkness that you can't see. I can flip from cold to savage, from brain to teeth. I've got chills in my fur, thrill of danger, something primitive. I can hack any lure to feed my hunger. That's how I'm wired to be. But you severed all the signals, intoxicated me, like a no glitch in the core of the beast in me. Howling for love, I've never felt it. I'm howling for love for an enemy. Right on the edge, I'd love to risk it. And you got me, yeah, you got me. Howling for love, howling for love, howling for love. But your lovely sin has put a spell on me. I'm intrigued by the way you're different from all I've seen. I should follow what the elders say, but you're locked in me. Let me into your space, bring into your space. Rush of adrenaline, and we can go anywhere. The rules, we don't care if it's just you and me. But you severed all the signals.
Hola, mi amores. Welcome to day 8 of 20 days of streaming. I hope everybody's doing okay and that your Monday was good. I also hope that we're all having a good day and we're still going strong for the boycott if you're participating in the boycott. I know that it sounds like I'm not taking the boycott seriously. It's just that this happened at the most inopportune time for me because, as you can see, I was supposed to be doing 20 days of streaming, and I've had this planned since May. I was planning, the original plan was to do 20 days of streaming in the month of May, but then I decided, want to know what? I'm just going to postpone it until it's actually my 1-year anniversary. And the plan was that I was going to read, or play Love and Deep Space for 20 days in the month of July. That was basically the plan. And due to this thing happening, it kind of puts me in a difficult position. And I basically wasn't able to keep up with the boycott. It happens. And I don't want to derail my plans for something that, yes, it's very important to a lot of people, but it's very important to me. I want Valko back just as much as anybody else. It's just that I wanted to make sure that I was able to entertain you guys for the 20 days that I promised. So, if I have to ask for forgiveness, I'm asking for forgiveness. And also another reason why I'm reading these cards is because, again, I have so many in my catalog that I need to get through. The only ones that I am not going to be reading are going to be the ones from Lingering Lust. Those are the only cards I'm not going to read on stream due to the fact that due to the fact that they're a little too picante for a live stream. I'm not going to be able to. go through them. I apologize. Hi, Knocker. How are you? Yep, it's time for me to start the main event because I already promised you guys that I was going to do it. And also, I decided to add Raphael to it because I think this is going to take 3 hours. Well, 1 hour and a half, give or take. That's good. I'm just hoping that work is fine, that everybody's good. And we're gonna be on my Xavier account for this. Oh my god, this is the first time he ever wears this outfit!
Want to join me on the balcony lounge chair and rest for a bit?
Oh my god, he's wearing the outfit. He never wears that outfit. I'm so in shock. He never wears this. I got it during the Throne of Arrows cards. He never wears it. And this is the first time I've ever seen him wear this outfit. I'm so happy. Okay, good. Are you still having issues getting into the game, or we're better now? Because I know that you were having some issues before. I just hope that the error message stopped popping up for you.
If you don't say...
Oh. Well, let me send some good juju. Okay. It will load quicker. Quickly load quicker. Let knockers, lads, load much quicker and give them the best gaming experience that lads can offer. I'm doing something with my hands to make it all spooky and summony, but you can't see it, but hopefully that works. And like always, I do plan on getting this from the VOD later. So with that, let's begin our story. Hola mi amores, soy yo, Violeta Kitty, and today we're gonna play another round of Love and Deep Space. Today we're gonna be reading Xavier's 10 Days with You card. Moments refined. And as the synopsis says, when life falls apart, come upstairs and we'll piece it back together. Alright, with that being said, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Well, my day was good. I basically woke up, skipped breakfast because I was running late. Um, Went to work and did my 9 to 5 job and took a short rest when I got back home so that we can stream today. After a hellish day of being out in the field, I finally get one precious day off. An afternoon on a day of perfect. Oh, wait. An afternoon on a day off is perfect for napping under the sun and listening to my favorite piano piece. I turned on the speaker by the window. I'm just about to close my eyes when I sit up and make eye contact with uh Puffball, who's just as startled by the inhuman sound. I unplug the speaker and notice a puddle of light red liquid underneath it. Where did this come from? Why is the speaker leaking? And why is it red? Bewildered at the rare antique that Xavier and I recently found and brought home, I moved the speaker. If I try to fix this myself, I'll probably make it worse. I take a photo of the leakage and send it to the speaker to the other owner. The tragedy struck. Our speaker is bleeding. That's a little extreme. How bad is... I have bad news. Bring it upstairs. I'll fix it. Okay. So, what happened to you? Someone broke into my place. Xavier, are you sure someone broke in?
Yes.
Xavier takes the speaker from me. He doesn't show any of the emotions, this emotional distress you'd expect from someone whose home had just been broken into. Your place looks exactly the same as it did after we cleaned, though. Did they steal something valuable?
It was important.
Okay. Then we need to get it back. My heart sinks as I follow his gesture towards the balcony door. Hmm? Staring at the toppled, almost bare potted plants, I don't know what expression I should make. You're telling me uh incredulously brazen thief broke into your place in the middle of the night just to steal your cherry tomatoes, and they were nice enough to leave some in one pot?
To prevent utter devastation, I have no choice but to entrust the sole survivor to you.
Must have been Valco. Let's say it was Valco and just move on with our lives. I don't know if he will do that, but I'm not going to say he didn't. It's Falco's fault. I lean towards the plant and gently poke the surviving cherry tomatoes. We got them from the same place. Why did yours produce something while mine didn't? I even had a plant rack custom made so they could get more sunlight. Don't tell me you've been taking gardening lessons from Jeremiah.
I just paid a little more attention to their condition.
If I had known earlier, I would have chosen potted plants as our prize when we won the balloon shooting competition or championship at the community carnival. I don't think I read that card. Isn't it a bad omen that mine didn't produce anything?
That's why I wanted to save at least one pot of our victory.
I can't help but feel like I'm being mocked.
I wasn't doing that.
He averts his gaze and lowers his head to examine the speaker, but unmistakable amusement rests in his eyes. I pick up the plant, squeeze it into the space between him and the speaker, and put on a serious expression. Your plant can take refuge in my place, but in exchange, our speaker is now your responsibility.
Our?
I point at the speaker as it bleeds. My face is a textbook example of heartbreak. Heartbreak. It's only been on duty at my place for a few days. You're already disowning it?
That's not what you said when you took it away. Your speaker is mine now. Then it became ours as soon as it bled. That's odd.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like the same as saying that, like, my daughter, like, I'm not saying I have kids though. It's like, it's exactly what my parents always do. Like, my mom always was like, "Oh, my daughter is so wonderful. My daughter is so great." And then when I do something bad, she puts the blame and goes like, "Your daughter is not doing what she's supposed to be doing." I know. But that's what makes this funny. Because I can relate.
You're like one of those parents who start shifting the blame when their child fails an exam.
That's exactly the same thought I had. You would think I was a secret writer for lads. I'm not though, but you would think I am a ghostwriter. This is so predictable. Raise the plant in my arms and use its sparse branches to block Xavier's fingers when he tried to poke my forehead. I'm doing more than that. I'm also a kidnapper. If you don't fix the speakers today, the hostage will be eliminated. His eyes sparkle with glowing amusement as he looks at me. Despite his poor acting skills, he earnestly plays along.
I guess I need a kind-hearted hunter to rescue the juice stitch. I wonder if she'll be willing to help.
What? I watch as he pulls a large metal base out from beneath a wooden cabinet that's in the storage room. This is the first time I've seen someone ask a kidnapper to help while showing off their prize collection.
In a blunder, you can call a hunter. And you've seen my collection before. It's nothing special.
He unlatches the case, which reveals a dazzling array of repair tools inside. A toolbox this big should be special. I thought the tools in the living room were already comprehensive. I had no idea you had more. You collect these?
No, I accumulated them over time. To open the casing, we'll need a different type of wrench. Good thing there's one in here.
I crouched down and sure. What's the kitten's name? I crouched down beside him as we look through the tools. What's this? A rust-covered tool catches my attention. Why is there a sping? Oh, oh, that is adorable. Oh. Well, I used to have a teddy bear named Angel. It was a gift, but sadly I had to donate her to Goodwill when I think Hurricane Irene happened. So I don't know where she went. But yeah, I used to have a teddy bear. Her name was Angel, and it was when it was during Irene, when the Hurricane Irene happened. And there was a whole bunch of people who were devastated and they lost a lot. So I thought maybe I should give Angel away to give a little girl or a little boy some hope and show that they're not alone and they have something to hold on to. But yeah, I don't have that many stuffed animals left from my childhood, but Angel was special to me and she got me through a lot. So I thought that just maybe I should send her to some other child to give them hope. Because I got her during my time, because I was from Hurricane Katrina. So when I was a kid, someone donated, like, this was a new teddy bear. She was new. But I got Angel during Hurricane Katrina, which is in 2005. I was still young, and I cherished Angel for a really, really, really long time. She got me through a lot. And then, when Irene happened later on, I was too old for stuffed animals, so I decided I'm gonna give another child some hope. So that's what I did. But I also have Cookie. Cookie came from before Katrina. But I couldn't let go of Cookie. Why is there spindles stuck in the door's lock?
That's a bench micrometer for clocks.
Okay, so you're 5 years after Hurricane Katrina. Because that was in 2025. And I was a I was a child. And I think Irene was in 2017, I think. Let me look it up. Or no, Irma. Irene or Irma was it? No, it was Irma. I've misread this. I remembered it. It was Irma. Irma was the one in 2017 where I gave Angel away. Because I had to evacuate during that time. And if you're born in 2010, that means you might be like 16 right now. But you're still in school. So I'm going to send you all the good juju for your next year of high school. May you make a lot of more friends, and that you pass all your classes, and that you get a whole bunch of A's on all your projects and your tests, and that your teachers are nice. Hopefully all this like good vibes gets to you.
When I first moved here, I'd never seen it before. I tried it out and realized that taking apart clocks with it was fun.
Mechanical clocks are complex. Only a space craft mechanic like you would be able to take them apart so easily. Well, it was me doing math because I just subtracted 2026, which is right now, to 2010. So it's 16 years. But like I said, I'm giving you all the good vibes. You're going to have a great year at school. You're going to make a whole bunch of new friends. You're going to pass all your classes. You're going to get a whole bunch of A's on your projects. You're going to get A's on your tests. I'm sending you all the good vibes. Yeah. I mean, I'm old. I mean, I'm not that old, but I'm old. I would say I'm double your age. I pick up another tool covered in cracks rather than an antique. It looks more like some battle scarred weapon. Why would anyone design a tool to look like a gun? Seeing me transfixed by the cracks on the casing, Xavier flips a switch on the handle.
This is a fissure laser detector. It's a spacecraft repair tool. It can detect hidden structural flaws on the inner walls of the hull that are invisible to the naked eye.
But it seems to be lacking it out, leaking out light.
It was damaged during an emergency landing. Now it can only be used for measuring dimensions and marking points. It's like using a laser pointer to play with cats.
Hmm. That must mean you are starting your sophomore year of high school. But yeah. May Knocker have a good year of school and that she or he gets a whole bunch of A's on all their assignments and their projects and their tests and make a whole bunch of new friends and their teachers are nice and whatever extracurricular activity that you decide to do, you are the best at.
But animals don't seem to like it. They run whenever I move it.
It'd be weird if they didn't.
Found it.
Okay. So yes. But yes, may she have all the great grades. I've been giving you a whole bunch of spells and good vibes because I know that school starts up in August. So I'm sending you all the good vibes. Don't be like me. I was a terrible student. I mean, I was passable when it came to mathematics. But when it came to other grades or other assignments or subjects, I was pretty abysmal. And that's me making fun of myself because I know. But I'm sending all the good vibes because believe me, you'll make a whole bunch of friends. Girl power. May all the good vibes come to you in this upcoming school year. May the honor roll gods bless thee from high above. I look up to see him digging out a skinny wrench from a pile of tools. Yeah, don't be like me. I failed all my classes. I mean, I passed. Let's just say this. I passed by the skin of my teeth my 10th grade year. But I basically was a horrible student, but it's not because I it's not because I was a bad kid. I was actually a good kid. It was just that I was not interested in schoolwork, so I never did it. And again, that's why I'm saying I passed by the skin of my teeth. I was a C student at best. My best subjects were math and creative writing. But though creative writing was more like a participation grade, so I don't know if it counted. But my stories people liked. So I'm gonna call it a win. I bet this one has quite a story. Is it an antique or some high-tech gadget?
It's just a regular wrench, but it's special for a reason.
Under his calm gaze that seemingly says, "You already know," I blink and search through my memories. Oh, it's the one we brought during our big shopping trip.
No,
No? We won it at the community carnival?
you're talking about the potted plants.
I can't remember. Can you give me a hint?
The two hunters that make Wanderer's Wrench.
Is this supposed to be a riddle? Two hunters, two wrenches. Suddenly, an image flashes in my mind. A hardware store owner who was attacked by a wanderer had presented two wrenches as a thank you gift to us. I remember. It was when we were on that mission at the hardware store.
The owner said one for each of us would make a perfect team.
I remember how you kept zoning out after we entered the store. You scared the owner so much that he thought there was still wanderers inside.
I was just looking at the components on his shelves. Some of them were uncommon.
To earn approval from the tool collector who's repaired spaceships, that store must have been extraordinary. So, what makes this wrench so special?
Look at it again.
I turn the wrench over several times and examine it from every angle before finally spotting a tiny line of engraved text on the side. To Miss Emma and Mr. Xavier. They're the divine hunters who this Oh, that's good. But yeah, I'm a C student. I was a C student. I I don't know how I passed high school, to be honest. It's not that I couldn't. I mean, I could be interested in school. I actually loved history. But when it came to assignments, I was just not into it. Okay, to Miss Emma and Mr. Xavier, they're the divine hunters who descent uh dissected descended from heaven and saved my shop.
I never had a wrench that came with a thank you letter before. It's unique.
Very much so.
It has our names together. Your wrench is identical to mine.
Are we trying to say we're married? I never saw that. I just noticed how shiny it is. Mine doesn't look nearly as good as good though. How did you maintain it so well?
I just applied lubricant and rust remover regularly.
Which means Xavier took better care of our relationship than us. I raise an eyebrow and hold up the rusted antique micrometer from earlier. Are you low on rust removal?
No, but there aren't many things in life that need special maintenance. I like to keep my list of concerns short.
Can you include my wrench when you maintain your tools next time?
Sure.
Meaning he's the one who's gonna take care of the babies. So your list suddenly has room.
I'm only doing it because you asked.
Screws back panel reinforcement pierce pieces to crossover. Xavier skillfully disassembles the speaker's bulky casing. The components are arranged on the floor as he works. It's a shame anti arrange no. It's a shame Armament Tech hasn't uh recruited you yet.
Being a hunter is my job. Fixing things is part of my life.
As if agreeing with Xavier, Puffball, who's perched on the speaker's back panel, curiously pecks the wooden case. Xavier explains as he moves. He pats Puffball's fluffy head with his finger. I'm just about to take a picture of this heartwarming moment when Puffball suddenly turns and grabs the wire from his palm. Xavier, watch out! Xavier summons light on his finger upon hearing me, but the flash startles Puffball. Human and bird tumble. Did you get cut? I step forward to help him up and wait want to check for injuries, but he grabbed my hand.
Did you bump into anything?
I'm fine, and Puffball is still hopping around. No human or bird were injured.
But the wire...
Xavier opens his other hand. The wire has been snapped in half. I guess you not being a I guess you not being assigned to Armament Tech isn't a huge loss.
Yeah, I'm still the happiest when we're partners.
In that case, I'll take care of this wire's remains as your partner. I shake the hand Xavier is holding. I want him to let go so I can search for a replacement. Instead, he misinterprets my gesture and intertwines his fingers with mine. Hmm? Unable to hold back my laughter, I tap the back of his hand. Let's let's go to the storage room. Maybe there's a spare wire.
We don't need to. This model is old and hard to find. I don't have one.
Let me check our delivery options. Oh, stores with this in stock won't be able to deliver for the last 3 days, or at least 3 days. Maybe we should just wait before we fix the speaker. It's not like it's urgent.
I can't wait.
Yes. I know someone who's just like this, who starts something and doesn't want to stop until they finish. Not me, though.
If I don't fix it today, the potted plant will suffer the consequences.
Oh, right. We had the plant hostage. Oh, I forgot. I feel the warmth of Xavier's hand on my shoulder as he pulls me into his embrace. Then he turns me around.
I saw this wire at that hardware store when I was in the field. For the sake of our Justage's safety, let's go there.
Why do you call it that? "20 minutes later, Xavier and I arrive at the entrance of the hardware store. At the checkout counter, its familiar owner is verifying a densely packed inventory list on an electronic screen with a delivery person. Noticing as the owner noticing us, the owner looks up.
Welcome. You're the hunters from before, right? Are there wanderers again?
No.
We're just here to buy a few things.
Smiling, I lean towards Xavier's ear and whisper, "Do you remember the staff that had the wire?" The shelf, my bad.
I need to think. Let's look around first.
I thought you couldn't wait.
I turned the captor into a captive. The plant won't be held for ransom even if the speaker doesn't get fixed. It's a win-win situation.
Oh my god, this man. What a clever little bunny. Just as I'm about to retort, I feel a gentle tug on the hem of my clothes.
Miss?
I turn. A little girl is pulling at my clothes.
Can you get the wrench on that shelf, please? I can't reach it.
What kind of wrench are you looking for?
I'm helping Mommy buy our family wrench.
Hmm? I pause. The abstract statement is outside my area of experience. So I look at Xavier. Reviewing my silent plea, or receiving my silent plea, he thinks for a moment before bending down to crouch. All of us are at eye level.
You only need one wrench?
Yeah, Mommy can fix so many things with just one wrench.
Is your mother a professional repair technician?
No, really, but she has a flat green treasure box at home. She can fix everything with it.
Xavier nods, stands up, and looks at the shelves.
If there's only one wrench in a home toolbox, then it's usually an adjustable wrench. The 150mm size is the most common. And since it's in a flat green toolbox, the model she's looking for should be the QN3.
This man is so knowledgeable. But he lost me. As he speaks, he hands a brand new wrench to the girl. Surprisingly, it's the same model as our gifted wrench.
That's the one! Thanks!
You're welcome.
Damn. Okay. You are going to be...
You're welcome.
Ah! I'm gonna save it because of his chuckle. I love it when this man chuckles. As the girl happily frolics to the checkout counter, I smile and playfully hook my finger with Xavier's. I had no idea that you were an expert at tracking down tools and killing wanderers. I wonder if this pro can use those same uh, deductive skills to locate our electronical electrical wire.
I've already found it. It's on the shelf above the wrenches.
He reaches for the vintage wires we've been looking for. Then he gets in line and waits behind the girl. All right. See you next time. Good night. Mwah. As we leave, the girl waves goodbye to us with her wrench. That model is more special to me now. It can be gifted with engravings and points away.
Let's capitalize on this success and work to save our juicage.
Wait, there's one more place I want to visit. Under Xavier's puzzled gaze, I pull him towards the other end of the market. Just move my mic a little bit closer because I'm way back here on my chair. We stop in front of the garden supply store that's tucked away on the street corner.
You brought someone along to get a flower trellis?
Yeah. Can you make us a custom protector for a potted plant, please?
Of course.
Before leaving, I borrow Xavier's laser pointer to take precise measurements of our surviving tomato plant. I pull up the data on the hunter's watch, my hunter's watch, and a miniature hologram of the plant materializes. While taking notes, the old lady invites us to sit down and make ourselves comfortable.
When she was here last time, she kept talking about the plants she was growing with her boyfriend. How are they now?
Half of them didn't grow anything, and the half that did became victims of a robbery. It's a draw.
We only have one survivor, so we want to take good care of it.
Considering how busy you two are, it's normal not to have time for these things. But I can tell you're thoughtful people who haven't forgotten about nurturing your life together. It doesn't matter how busy you are.
Our life together is nice. As I say this, memories of what we went through together flashes through my mind. The non-stop solo missions, potted plants that don't bear any fruit or vegetables, a sneaky tomato thief, and an antique speaker on strike. Or is it? My question doesn't escape Xavier's ears. It doesn't until we leave and return to the street that he finally touches my arm.
What's wrong?
I was just thinking about what she said. I realize that I've been so busy with missions lately that I've neglected our everyday life. My plants are sterile. Okay. My plants are sterile. Your tomatoes were stolen, and our speaker is bleeding. After finishing listing our problems, he gently takes my hand and presses his fingers into his palm one at a time.
Using the techniques we learned at Philo, your plant is already growing better than before. This pot can receive twice as much care. As for the speaker, we already prescribed the right medicine for it.
He shakes the shopping bag from the hardware store, and the wire rattles and clicks. But the fact these little things pile up means I've been neglecting our daily lives lately. If I'm careless about them now, will our lives eventually fall apart at the seams? I look at I look up and meet his gentle gaze.
It won't. What makes up our life together isn't minor details. It's us working together to fix and mend things. Besides, these problems have value.
They remind me of they remind us of cherishing or to cherish our lives together.
That. But they can transform an unfortunate afternoon into a date filled with the sounds of tinkering and repairs.
By the time we return home, it's already dusk. To make sure Xavier can work on the repairs without any interruptions, I escort Puffball away from his front row VIP seat. For the sake of your health and the speaker's safety, you can supervise from outside the window.
Your safety awareness as a parent is commendable.
Stop. I didn't know we had children.
I found out why our speaker bled.
I watched Xavier pull several severely unidentified red objects out from it.
They're cherry tomatoes. I have no idea how they got stuffed in there.
I have a feeling I know. Puffball. When Puffballs spoke, when Puffball spots the cherry tomatoes, he excitedly begins pecking at the window. Worried he might hurt himself, I open the window ever so slightly. What's wrong, Puffball? As soon as there a gap, Puffball swoops in, snatches the tomatoes from Xavier's hand, and begins uh, thus feasting on them with great delight. I think I know who the culprit is. He had a buffet and took the food to go. I never would have guess that Puffball can be crafty since he's so innocent looking. He exposed himself.
Fortunately, the core components weren't damaged. Once we clean it and replace the wiring, our speaker will be good to go.
Xavier quickly fixes the necessary parts, and we sit side by side as we uh, reassemble the speaker. By the way, what do you want to do with the last batch of cherry tomatoes?
There aren't enough of them for a meal.
And they're from our pot of victory. A small amount isn't exactly lucky.
We can wash and eat them.
Isn't that a little too simple?
They were grown to be eaten in the first place. Besides, we can plant a new batch.
As we speak, Xavier picks 3 tomatoes, one for each of us. The third one he places by the window and to refill Puffball's cup. He already ate a lot. Won't Puffball think we're rewarding him for stealing?
Well, since he already has a taste for them, 1 tomato from the speaker isn't enough. Plus, he needs to be well fed before he can properly accept criticism.
Looks like I've been neglecting Puffball too. No wonder he entered his rebellious teenage phase early. I'm a failure as a parent in parenting.
I think you're forgetting someone.
Seeing the poorly concealed anticipation in his eyes, I deliberately avoid what he wants to hear. With bad acting skills that can match his, I pretend to think. Our speaker? Our plants? Maybe we've been so unlucky lately. We need to find a way to fix that. He knows perfectly well I'm being dumb on purpose, yet he softly chuckles, shakes his head, and plays along.
I have an idea. Luck is like the cherry tomatoes in the speaker. It can be shared. That's how our misfortune will be halved, and our good luck will be doubled.
Show the photo, please. I want to see his sleeper bod, please. Before long, the speakers is almost reassembled.
We're at the last step. We need to use that special wrench to secure the outer casing.
Here it comes. That's not what he was wearing. I look up and hand him the tool. A warm sunlight softly softens the metal handles. A harsh glint in Xavier's focused expression. The speaker's complex inner workings are methodically returned to their original state under his hands.
I just need to adjust the crossover based on your placement preferences. Then we're done. Should we put it by the living room window like before?
Yeah. He nods, wipes away the bead of sweat sliding down his temple, and inadvertently leaves a gray smudge on his cheek. Seeing him be utterly oblivious about it, I can't help but smile. Xavier, I wipe away the smudge before he can react.
Huh?
With the tomatoes sorted and the speaker fixed, our repair filled day is coming to an end. But I don't feel like we spent enough time together. What should we do? Warm light illuminates his eyes. His smile melts into the sunset.
That is a small problem. Whenever you want to share the good and bad times, just come upstairs like before. We'll have many, many more dates like this.
Bean? 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 No, not yet. After fixing the speaker, Xavier and I carry it back downstairs along with a small plant.
We're just in time. We can pay the ransom.
The hostage handover was successful too. After setting everything down, I go to the bathroom and bring out a towel for him. The hard-working technician can finally take a well-deserved break. It's great.
I can share the rest of my day off with Miss Kidnapper.
He takes the damp towel. He takes a damp towel and wipes the sweat from his forehead. His movements, reminiscent of a leopard bunny washing his face. If we wanted to renew our subscription for today's date, what should we fix next?
We still have those discs we found at the audiovisual store. How about we fix that no time for old movies bug?
He looks up, his damp bangs sway as he tilts his head. Your bangs are wet. Let's fix them as well. I grab the dry towel from the sofa, wrap it around his forehead, and gently rub his damp hair. Xavier,
Huh?
when we're repairing something or maintaining your tools, can I go upstairs and watch?
Of course.
Once I master your technique, you'll have a partner who can share the workload in the future. It'll be worth it regardless of whether or not I get transferred to Arma Tech. He nods and nuzzles my palm through the towel.
Yeah. Being with you isn't just about work. It also includes our lives. But is there a limit to how much you'll help out?
Nope. Feel free to be greedy.
Then I'll make all my future dates yours, partner.
Oh, that was so sweet. Too sweet. All right, time to go to Raphael's. I have to remember which card it was. I know I have it. I just don't remember where it was. Here it is. This is it. I know for a fact he's not gonna wear that outfit. It's a shame that we don't get to see the outfits that they put these guys in for, like, for these cards. It's such a shame. Alright, so like before, and always, I do plan on getting this from the VOD, so everybody be well behaved. And let's begin. Hola, mi amores. Soy yo, Violeta Kitty, and today we're going to be reading another round of Love and Deep Space. Today we're going to read Raphael's 10 Days With You card. Taking advantage of a business... Oh, sorry. Let me start over. Hola, mi amores. Soy yo, Violeta Kitty, and today we're going to be reading another round of Love and Deep Space. Today we're going to be reading Raphael's 10 Days With You card. Vesperian Glimmer. And as the synopsis says, taking advantage of the business opportunity, Raphael told me to this small town where he once lived. Or took me to the small town where he once lived. Alright, with that being said, let's begin in 3, 2, 1. Wait, what? Raphael looks at the houses over. Okay, Raphael, look at the house over there. They're so colorful and beautiful. Under the sun, the bay looks like an oil painting. Raphael retrieves a collection in a collaboration invitation recently. And coincidentally, it was located in a coastal town where he had spent several months during his time abroad. Having the idea to revisit this familiar place together, Raphael adds my name to the roster without a second thought.
You almost filled up your phone with photos. We haven't even entered the town yet.
Before I can respond, I accidentally tap on a new notification that popped up. Secretly tucked away in this unassuming town is a hidden paradise like no other. I can't believe this place you used to live in is a tourist destination now, Raphael. Raphael covers my screen when his fluffy head rests on my shoulder.
The person who knows this town the best is next to you, you know. But here you are, staring at your phone. You're breaking my heart, cutie.
No, I'm not. Oof, my knees are killing me. This is what I get for sitting so much. Can't sit crisscross applesauce because I'm too old for that. I can only put my phone away. Will this unknown guide be so kind to introduce me to other upcoming travel destinations? At the town's entrance, Raphael takes my hand as we pass under the white wrought iron archway decorated with floral patterns.
What this young lady sees before her is the romantic, charming seaside town where Raphael once lived. Follow his footsteps, and you will see the historic buildings and sea caves where Raphael used to sketch, the beach pebbles Raphael once walked upon, Raphael's favorite seafood restaurant, and the most renowned popular attraction, Raphael's former residence.
Is this Hidden Paradise just a giant Raphael-themed amusement park? Raphael stops in his tracks, and with a serious expression, he turns to face me.
I almost forgot. Dear visitor, I haven't checked your ticket yet.
Raphael leans down and gently kisses... Oh, a gentle kiss akin to a sea breeze lands on my cheek.
Your ticket has been stamped. Welcome to my paradise, cutie.
This man is smooth. Like butter. Criminal undercover. By the way, I don't know BTS that well, so don't judge me. I'm more of a Stray Kids fan. What we didn't expect is the paradise undergoing a complete renovation during the time Raphael was away. The town, once tranquil and removed from the hustle and bustle, is now packed with tourists. We take refuge in a shop that seems relatively peaceful.
Welcome! Are you two here for our signature blueberry curd?
Blueberry curd? Is that a local specialty?
Yeah, the flavor is unique. I've only eaten it here, you know. One bowl, please.
The dessert arrives shortly after. I take a spoonful and taste it. The blueberry curd is sweet and creamy, but it surprisingly lacks the fruity aroma. It's like an ordinary dairy dessert.
What's with that face? Do you like it?
Raphael tastes this. Okay. Raphael tastes it using my spoon. His expression becomes somewhat puzzled. I can't tell if you like it or not.
Well, does it suit your taste? Using tourist suggestions, we made significant improvements to the recipe.
No, you have not. No, you did not. Raphael and I exchange a glance, then, wearing identical smiles, we turn back to the owner.
Whoever gave him those suggestions must have really hated blueberry curd.
I maintain my smile while speaking my truth thoughts through gritted teeth. For a moment, I doubt my own taste buds.
The owner looks happy. I don't have the heart to tell him the truth.
Me neither. Seeing our smile, he nods with satisfaction and walks away.
Oh well, this place is a tourist spot now. It makes sense that the food changed.
Raphael turns to look outside. Crowds surge through the bright sunlit streets.
I guess all the shops I used to know are gone now. I'll have to cross out quite a few items from my meticulously curated itinerary.
Since there's a change in plans, why don't we head to the place I really want to visit? The most famous tourist attraction, Raphael's former residence. With Raphael's memories as our guide, we arrive at the entrance of a detached house by the seaside. Away from popular tourist spots, our surroundings are so quiet that it feels like we're the only ones here. Raphael presses his fingers against the fingerprint recognition lock, but it doesn't budge.
The battery must have died since it's been so long. Weird. Whatever. Let's just climb over the wall.
Oh, very, very explorative. Okay, cool. Hmm? Before I can suggest any alternative, Raphael has already found the perfect spot to use as a foothold. With his long limbs, he barely has to reach up to grab a protrusion on the wall. He pulls himself up to reach the top. You're a little too good at this. Raphael unabashedly reaches his hand out to me.
It's my house, which means it doesn't matter how we get in.
The living room has received a... Okay, the living room hasn't received guests in a long time. Raphael opens the door, and the sea breeze uh, disturbs, uh, disperses the musty air. The house is extremely small, as when its owner left. Meticulous items are scattered about, and several small easels stand by the window.
Back then, I left in a hurry. If I had known I'd bring you here, I would have tidied up.
You're embarrassed. It's okay, Raffi. The wind rustles the papers on the easel to reveal paintings of the sea. Their wild colors and chaotic lines resemble the style that nothing like Raphael's. None of them is like your artwork.
You're that familiar with my painting style? Well, you're correct, Mundo. These were painted by children who live in the town.
I had no idea you worked as an art teacher while studying here. Raphael cleans up the living room. When he heard my words, embarrassment flashes across his face.
Not exactly. The town didn't have a store that sold paint, so I had to search for materials to make my own. The kids saw me and thought I was treasure hunting. They wanted to join me. I told them I was making paint, and if they kept following me, I'd turn them into paint.
Suddenly we have a horror story. What happened next?
After they heard I could turn mud into paint, they kept asking me to teach them. I said I'd only do it if they helped me find materials with the right colors. The result? You've already seen it.
I imagine Raphael was with his initial studio fish demeanor, standoffish. Why am I reading it wrong? Standoffish demeanor, being cornered by children before reluctantly giving in. It's funny.
As my bodyguard, you should be taking my side. I can't believe you're laughing at me.
Raphael tickles my waist, and in a fit of uncontrollable laughter, I fall onto his arms. We end up against the wall. Raphael follows the momentum and leans in, his breath landing on my face.
I wish you were with me back then.
What would I have done? Help tell horror stories to the children or join them for painting lessons?
Why are you spending time with them? Cutie, you'd be with me, obviously.
Oh, his jealous possessive side. It's so cute. I follow Raphael's gaze outside. Colorful houses line the Azure Sea's shore.
During the day, we'd walk around town. The stones on that mountain have rich colors. They're perfect for pigments.
Raphael takes my finger and guides me into tracing the outlines of the mountain.
If we make it back to town by noon, we could enjoy fresh lasagna. It has roasted fish covered in a cream sauce. It smells delicious.
Raphael takes my hand again and draws a small fish on the nearby window.
We might run into a bit of trouble in the afternoon, though. That's when the kids are wandering around.
Oh, I know the solution for that. I'll whisk you away for our secret escape. I give a knowing look. Sure enough, I'm rewarded with Raphael's gaze that said I understand him perfectly.
We could run to the beach. The sand here is unlike anywhere else. With every step, you'll realize it's softer. The seashells come in unique colors, too. We need to bring a basket to collect them. And in the evening, we'll pass by a path bursting with flowers when I walk you back to town.
It sounds beautiful. Wait a second. Why would you walk me back? Shouldn't we be living together?
That would be the case now, but back then, I was a Lemurian with a proper sense of boundaries.
This man would not let go of us for anything. He's trying to be a gentleman, but I'm not buying it. I realize this is a fantasy set memories ago, or many years ago. At that time, I was still a student. Okay, fine. Your fantasy is very gentlemanly, so you can escort me back. Time flies as Raphael and I imagine an alternative past in his former residence. We arrive at the town square to meet with the potential collaborators. The area isn't open to tourists, which means hardly anyone is here.
It's been a long time. I didn't expect you to actually come here.
I've only accepted your invitation. I haven't agreed to collaborate yet.
The coordinator doesn't seem to mind those words and politely smiles at me. He leads us through the square and shows us the display that have already been set up. There are plans for upcoming exhibition works.
We're interested in artists who have recently created ocean-themed pieces. I'm in the process of convincing them to participate in the exhibition. If you agree to participate, we'll willingly accommodate your decisions regarding the placement and selection of the artworks.
What do you think?
I don't know if I can say anything in this situation. I only glance around without really forming an opinion.
You look like you got caught with one hand in the fishing bucket.
There's no reason to feel guilty. It's like how big fishes eat little fishes.
Exactly. So tell me what you think. You can share your first impressions.
They're beautiful ocean paintings, and yours are the most stunning, of course. But none of them actually capture this town's seas. The ocean here should be seas where colors and line dance freely across the paper, flash through my mind.
Like the ocean paintings from my old house.
Yes, despite being simple, they were extraordinary. Anyone can lay eyes on them will never forget. They'll make people vividly remember this town.
The paintings weren't simple. They were created from a perspective that exists only once in a person's lifetime. Those pieces of art captured everything born in that moment and place. Memories, emotions, instincts. Try to capture it at a different time, and you'll see you can never paint it the same way again.
Raphael's gaze sweeps across the exhibit's boards before settling on the center of the square. That's his exhibit area.
There's nothing
Exhibition
wrong
area.
with these selected works. However, they don't suit this place. It's like that blueberry curd. It might appeal to tourists' tastes, but that was why it became ordinary. Only someone who has lived here can understand what makes this town special.
I suddenly realize what Raphael is trying to imply. Do you want those children to create their own paintings? I doubt the coordinator will allow that. He chose you and those other artists because he's hoping all of your fame will attract tourists.
He'll agree. These works aren't suitable for this exhibit. That includes my paintings. Rather than showcasing seascapes from other places, we should focus on the town.
But no artists have ever painted our sea.
We could invite the townspeople to paint the ocean as they see it. No one understands the charm of this town better than they do. Besides, I own property here. I'm basically half a local. When the time comes, you'll invite me, right?
You'll also paint?
The coordinator is overjoyed and quickly agrees. After all, having Raphael create new artwork specifically for the town is more valuable than displaying his past works.
Good. My other local half. We need to update our itinerary.
I'm about half a local. I don't own any property here, though.
I've already welcomed you into my old home, and now I'm being denied? Anyway, I'm only painting half. The rest is yours.
I'm not that great of an artist, Rafi, so I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, that outfit! It came back! Thank God I have that outfit. I also... So thank you to me for buying that. The coordinator is swift and decisive. The new plan is immediately the next day. Raphael and I arrive on the square early, collect our assigned paints, and excuse me, and decorative materials and begin painting our display.
What should we paint?
Why don't we paint your little house by the sea? We can also add these sunrise to sunset scenes you've described to me.
Why are your impressions of this town related to me? Do you like me that much?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? Raphael smiles and leans in.
Lord Fishy? Miss? What are you doing?
Huh?
What? Raphael and I immediately pull away. I never expected us to run into one of Raphael's friends from years ago. Since there's a child here, we have no choice but to focus on our paintings. But Raphael looks focused, and it's difficult to resist the temptations to watch him. Seeing the boy turn away, I quickly lean in.
You're trying to ambush me?
Te robo un beso. The boy turns back, and I immediately put some distance between us. I make an exaggerated show of focusing on the art. The boy turns away again, just as I move closer to Raphael. He catches me by surprise and holds me in place. Rebo un beso a mí. A soft sensation lands on my lips. Oh, and it's on the lips. From this distance, I hear Raphael's triumphant chuckle.
Miss? Why is your face red? Are you suffering from heat stroke?
Of course not, child.
Why didn't you say anything? Come on, let me take you to a place with some shade.
Oh, Raffi. I thought we managed to slip away. Unfortunately, Thomas calls him, or calls Raphael.
I need to leave for a while. There's an issue with one of my collaborations.
Do you want me to come with you?
No need. I'll be back before you know it. If all goes well, you'll see my handsome self tonight. You can use this time to finish painting. I'll see you in a bit, cutie. You're the only one who knows how our house should be painted.
Hi, hi. Dyroxin, right? How are you? Good. I was not sure if I was pronouncing it right, but yes, I'm doing very well. I'm just reading Raphael's 10 Days With You card that I didn't get a chance to read yet, so that's what I'm doing. Don't worry, I promise to make it stunning. Well, if you just started the game, what do you think of it so far? Do you like it? Do you think it's a little difficult to get into? You could be honest. Because I can tell you that I was captured by the characters. They're very engaging. But the longer that you play, I'm not saying that this is a bad thing though. It's just that I have like 5 accounts, so it becomes a little tedious. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm getting my cards. I'm just waiting now for Raphael to get his foil back. I'm waiting for Valko. and that's why I'm still sticking through it. um, kinda. So it's more like I have everything categorized. My main account is dedicated to Zane, Silas, and Caleb. And then I have an account dedicated to Xavier, and I have an account dedicated to Raphael. I have an account dedicated to Valco, and I have a spare account that's specifically supposed to be used for reruns. But I already use the in-game currency for the last rerun that we had. Well, actually, more specifically, it was for Raphael's private trip. But I don't have any more diamonds on there.
That's more like it.
Yes. Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy being in the Kindle. Yeah. There's a lot of people who joined because of Valco. We're now just waiting for him to return. Because you'll notice that he was supposed to be joining the game since the very beginning if everybody is supposed to be foils of each other. So the foil for every single LI is so Xavier's foil, who is a light being or a being of light, is Silas, who is a being of darkness. And then we add the childhood friends, so it would be Zane and Caleb, and then we'll say deities. We're gonna say deities. So I'm assuming that Valco was supposed to be some sort of wolf god or a lunar god, if we're going to go with that. So if Raphael is the god of the sea, then Valco could be the lunar god or a wolf god. So we're gonna go with that. I have a ranking for all the guys, so exactly. I'm assuming you got the 4 stars that we had during the 2-year anniversary. I'm gonna tell you, those cards are very picante, but not as picante as the Lingering Lust cards. Those were a trip. And I actually have Raphael's VOD on my Twitch if you want to check it out. And it's not edited. It's exactly what it is right there. So if you want to check it out, it's on one of my VODs. So you can check it out for Raphael's sake. Sadly, I won't be able to read the other guys because of the content is too spicy and it's too adult for in general for this card. It's too adult. I can't. After Raphael leaves, I head back to the and continue working on the painting. While I'm working, a small figure appears beside me.
Miss, are you Lord Fishy's best friend?
I'm actually his wife. Or bride. However you want to look at it. You could say that. Why do you ask? Yes. I'm his wife. Bride, wife, whatever you want to call it. I mean, if you read closer into Raphael's lore, his myths were all his bride. We're the bride of the sea god, which also includes being his wife, I suppose. I could say that. You could say that. Why do you ask?
That's wonderful. Lord Fishy has a best friend. He left so suddenly that I didn't have time to ask for his phone number. I was worried he wouldn't be able to find new friends.
Oh my god, this boy. So cute. Yep. Oh. I mean, I have some time to explain the lore for Raphael. So, Raphael's god of tides and his Lemurian sea god myths, we were basically sacrificed to become his worshipper and also be his bride, so that a prophecy says that the sea god must fall in love with his follower and make her his bride and extract her heart so that he can gain more power. That is the gist of the lore of Raphael. And of course, Raphael, being Raphael, he actually fell in love with MC and didn't want to separate from her, so he didn't sacrifice her. He sacrificed his own heart, which kind of is the reason why he's in this predicament of reincarnation, which is okay. We get to see him again. Relieved, the boy pats his chest. I wonder what Raphael was like before. Okay, take your time. There's no rush. Of course. Don't want to burn food. Can you tell me more about Lord Fishy?
When he first visited our town, he was always cold and never spoke. We thought he, couldn't speak. And then he tried the blueberry curd.
Is the authentic version really that good? Do you know where I can buy the blueberry curd? By the time I finish painting this seaside house, night has fallen. I send Raphael a photo.
You're still at the square?
Yeah, I just finished.
Perfect.
A car pulls up in front of me. As the windows roll down, I love this outfit. The passenger door opens. In the back seat, Raphael leans over. His hand rests on the edge of the window.
Walking back is a little too far for my liking. That's why I arranged for a ride.
Of course you did. find it. Oh, it's so like Raphael.
I also brought some stuff. You need to sit in the front, cutie.
No, I want to sit next to you. I glance at the items in the back seat and realize they can't be moved to the front. I move up on the idea. I give up on the idea and sit next to Raphael. I was actually thinking about picking you up and going home together.
Going home together, huh? I own residences in a lot of places. Are you planning to visit all of them with me?
Maybe. How many do you have? Give me a list. I need to make sure I live long enough to see them.
In other words, the more properties I buy, the longer you'll live?
This man is so greedy. Oh. You discovered my secret of immortality. Talking to Raphael through the rearview mirror is too awkward. I turn around and look at him. Raphael is leaning against the seat. He's still wearing the suit he didn't have time to change out of. It's clear he's rushed back as soon as he finished his work. Welcome back. Perhaps he wanted to go home with me too. At that moment, I remembered the house in our painting. By the way, Raphael, have you seen the photo? If there's anything that needs to be adjusted, we can fix it tomorrow.
Nah, it's perfect. It's the home I want.
Have you secretly been living in my mind? I was thinking the same thing.
For stuff like this, there's a more romantic explanation. It's called two hearts beating as one.
I want to cry. That was so poetic. This man is such an artist. I'm dying here. If we're on the same wavelengths, can you guess what I'm going to give you? I take out what I've been hiding. Ta-da! I tracked down some authentic blueberry curd. Your friend gave me a tip. I traversed hills and mountains to get it. Once we get back, we'll try it and see if it's truly authentic.
Took you long enough. I was wondering what could be so mysterious. I didn't guess it, but that doesn't affect our connection. Also, I brought you a gift.
Is it the flowers? A fresh bouquet appears before my eyes. I lean down and notice the faint floral fragrance. They're lovely, but why did you choose the goldfish plant? Plants? Okay. The glow from the street lamps stream through the window, landing on Raphael's face. It bathes him in a gentle light.
Maybe it's because a fish that longs to see you will always swim back to you. It doesn't matter how far he has to travel.
And I swear to God, this man. He's so smooth. Yeah, it is. So, let me give you some perspective. So, if you're going to be a free-to-play player, it will take about 4 months to get close to 140 wishes, or 21,000 diamonds. And this is me saying this as a free-to-play. Yes. That's as a free-to-play player. But I am technically, if you look at what I actually do, I am a whale, low spend, free-to-play. Because all my accounts are different. Or they're maintained differently. So, my main account, I throw all my money at. And I just... because I have to spend for 3 guys. And those multi-banners are not cheap. Then my low spending accounts, which are my Xavier and my Raphael account, I only spend enough for the monthly pass, and if I need to throw some emergency funds into it, I would just grab it from the tips I get from streaming. And my Falco account, completely free to play, because I have enough for 412 wishes on that account alone. And my spare account also is a free-to-play account, but that's only for whenever there is a solo rerun that I can pull for. As we near the seaside, Raphael asks the driver to drop us off by the road. We'll walk the rest of the way. So, if you're planning on only maining one guy, you can stick with one account. But if you're planning on getting all the cards, you're going to have at least 6 accounts. One dedicated to every single LI. Because it's not like we're going to get a solo banner every single month for a character. It's more along the lines that you'll get a solo banner for the guys, or you'll get a myth banner, like, for your specific LI every... well, every 6 months, you'll get something for your favorite LI. And if you want to main 2 guys, you can still do that. That's what I'm doing with my Raphael and Xavier account. So when on my Raphael account, I will also pull for Xavier during the multi, and vice versa. On my Xavier account, I'll pull for Raphael on my Xavier account. That way, if I lose my 50-50 to Raphael during the multi-banner, I still have Raphael, but I don't need to pull on my Raphael account and vice versa. And I think I'm going to have the same technique when it comes to Valko's account, because there is a chance that if he ever comes back, that I will be able to transfer, I guess, Silas to the Valko account. Because that's the best I can do. Yeah. I started my I knew Valko was going to come in. I just didn't know his name at the time. But I knew he was going to come into this game eventually. And I started saving. I created the account in August last year. And I decided I'm not going to like pull on that account. All I'm going to do is just save, and whenever we got a 10 pull for free, I just pull so I don't lose those wishes. And I just left it at that. And until Valko returns, he's ready. His account has literally 412 wishes on it. And I'll keep it strong until he comes back. As we near the seaside, Raphael asks the driver to drop us off by the road. We walk the rest of the way. I know what you mean. So Xavier for me is very annoying in terms of pulls. All because he always sends me to hard pity every single time. I love him. I really do, but the hard pity is too much. And Silas, he is a he's a wild card for me. He either gets very jealous of my Zane, so he comes home like literally after Zane comes home, or same thing happens for Caleb. Caleb is either a brat and sends me into hard pity, or he and Zane fight for my attention. But that's in the jealous men. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Worried the blueberry curd might spoil, we find a spot, sit down, and open the container. Raphael feeds me, and the first bite. When my tongue touches the spoon, the rich, tangy flavor ripples through my entire body. I shudder. This is sour. I thought it'd be tasty.
Okay, but didn't I say it was special? Once you've tasted it, you'll never forget it.
Sure. I don't like sour. Raphael rummages through the bag and pulls out a small container filled with a clear liquid.
They were thoughtful enough to include honey water. Take a sip to remove the sourness.
Yeah. So it won't take you long before you reach or unlock Silas. So since you just started, you can technically skip ahead, but I don't recommend it if you are interested in actually reading the lore, because if you don't go through all 8 chapters in the first part of the main story, you won't understand why you ended up in Silas's clutches. Yeah. I mean, don't be like me. I literally downloaded the game last year in July. No, in January. My bad. Not July. January. January of last year. July 31st to be more specific. And I read through like the main story at least up till chapter 3, and I was like I want to read Silas's card so bad. I also want to read Caleb's card. So I just put like skip without even reading, and I was very confused. And I just skipped the whole story up to the point where Silas was introduced. So I regret it now, but not anymore. I read the story and I know what's going on. But I literally went like skip, and I unlock Silas, and I was like, okay, I need to unlock Caleb. Skip, and I unlocked uh Caleb. So on my main account, I was literally like, boom, I got it. But then I went back, read the main story at my own pace, and I was like, oh, now it makes sense. Now everything makes sense. All the references, it makes sense now. Exactly. That's exactly what my thoughts were when I read Silas's stuff. I'm like, what the hell is going on? How did MC end up in this situation? But I wanted Silas so bad, but you can't unlock him till chapter 8. Well, not chapter 8. Part 1/8. So that was annoying. But at least when it came to Caleb, you can actually just go to 3 chapters in to Homecoming Wings, and you'll be fine. It took 8 for Silas to come. Oof. It's so sour, but you still want to eat it?
Whether it's sour, sweet, salty, or spicy, if it's special, I want to share it with you.
Well, you'll enjoy Raphael. He is a ball of sunshine. I find him adorable. He and Caleb, before Valko was introduced, were fighting for 3rd place in my heart. So him and Caleb are flip-floppers. But when Valko was introduced, I knew I was in trouble. But also, I don't know if I would like Valko. In the moment, I think I do like him. But since I don't know his material very well, I'm still sticking with Zane as my number 1 and Silas as my number 2. Flip-flopping Raphael and Caleb. And then we have Xavier, who I just see as like a brother. Or that comfort character that just like, he's there. He'll keep me company. Yes, it was. It's just so sad. At least we won't taste bitter things. But I'm holding off hope till Valko returns. There is a rumor that he is going to come home, or he is going to come back. But we have to wait until we'll have to wait for news at the end of July for someone or something to be announced. And he might take 5 months to return, so we might get him in December. Or we're going to get him as not a character that we'll be pulling for, which is such a shame, but how they had Shaw in Mr. Love's Queen's Choice, which is a featured character who is just there for the story, and that is it. I'll take what I can get, but I want him to be actually one of the guys. Well, I think you might like Caleb if you like characters who are that have a personality of like a puppy dog who will do anything to please you, and also very possessive. So, the main story doesn't portray him very positively because it. I'm not trying to spoil, of course, because I'm not that type of person. I don't want to spoil it for new players, but I can tell you that for Caleb, in at least his main story, when you first get introduced to him, he is very sunshine and rainbows. But when you actually get to his main story content, he literally flip flops between being very dark and very sunshiny. So it's very jarring. And I fell in love with Caleb because of his darkness. Because I like dark characters. But all of them have their darkness. Don't get me wrong. They all have it. It's just that there are different degrees of darkness. But Catch 22, the one that really surprised me was Xavier and Raphael. They let out their yandere side to the max. They're very possessive. To the point where they kidnap. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but maybe I should read that card. Huh. I should read it on stream. I did read Silas's, so we might as well read Xavier and Raphael's during the 20 days. Cool, we'll do that. We'll probably do that on next week. Yeah, we'll do that. If you don't try the authentic blueberry curd, would you feel disappointed?
A little.
Yes. Yes, the trauma. And the yandere. They're very, like, depending on the cards, you can actually see that they're a little yandere-ish. The only one that's not too, like, that's too wholesome is Zane. But it upsets me. The fact that Zane would rather leave than stick with you. That's the only complaint I have with Zane. And Silas needs to stop dying in his cards. Or his AU cards. I mean, not all his AU cards he dies, but, like, in the ones I've read in his myths, he has to stop dying. Raphael leans against me and looks at the full moon in the distance. Exactly. Yeah, Zane just is a busy man. But, I don't want to spoil, but the Catch-22 cards were a trip. Those cards were trips. They really played with your psychology. And that was the first multi-banner I played, so if I flopped on that one, I would not be playing this game anymore.
It's as if a part of the past had been covered up, and then it disappeared. I wanted to share it with you, but I can't find it anymore.
Raphael's tone is soft and gentle. It's not like the moonlight enveloping him. Raphael? Okay, let me see if I read this. Yeah, they're childhood friends, but he is technically the genuine childhood friend. Caleb, on the other hand, it's kind of complicated how you want to look at it. Yeah. No, but I still have your thing on a multi-chat, so you're fine. I can read it. But Caleb is a little bit more complicated because depending on which version you're reading, he technically is our foster brother or adopted brother, however you want to look at it. That's what Caleb is. But we cannot call him, at least in the English version, our brother or stepbrother or adopted brother. We cannot call him that because it's a taboo. It's not supposed to be like that. So he is our childhood friend who just so happened to live under the same roof. That's how complicated the relationship is for Caleb. But in terms of childhood friend, Zane is the childhood friend. He was there as a child with MC, growing up with her, at least for a little bit. And technically, all of the guys knew MC as children. Raphael specifically, because they met when they were children, but only briefly. Xavier is the only one who was an adult when they met. I can only say that maybe Silas was a teenager when they met in Death and Rebirth. Yeah. I can also assume that Valko knew MC as a child as well. He turns to me and squeezes his cheek. I squeeze his cheek. I look like a pufferfish. Even if those things have disappeared, so long as you remember and tell me about them, I'll learn about them. And if you share everything you felt, I'll feel those emotions. My pufferfish, Raphael, quietly stares at me for a few seconds, then he swims over to kiss me.
Let's go home.
Okay. Let's go home, Ravi. The moonlight shines on our shadows as we hold hands. On our way back, petals lie scattered across the path. I know, he just smooches. He's just a smoocher. When you start listening to the more spicier secret times, you'll realize that the ones who are the better kissers are Raphael, Xavier, and Zane. It's kind of hard to say for Silas because I just blush, so I don't even listen anymore. And at least in the beginning, okay? So I'm not saying before, but right now, compared to what it is now. But Caleb, he's a pop kisser. It's a mwah, mwah kind of kiss in the beginning of his things. But they got better. I can say that as a person who listened to all the secret times and all the cards that had kissing in them. So The moonlight shines in our shadows as we hold hands. On our way back, petals lie scattered on the path. By the way, the boy asked me if I was your best friend. I tell Raphael about our conversation.
So that's why you thought the blueberry curd was delicious. No wonder you were surprised.
Our footsteps land on a petal, creating a soft rustling sound as we walk through the night.
We've already walked 10 steps. Why haven't you asked me about why I left back then?
I was waiting for the moment when you wanted to tell me. Exactly. I mean, I will tell you what. I will we'll listen to all the spicy cards because you're only allowed to get one during this I guess 6.0 update. So we'll listen to all the ones that we got. Well, I got all of them. So we'll listen to all of them before I stop streaming. It's all the spicy cards. I don't think they're going to get me in trouble. I was waiting for the moment when you wanted to tell me. The clouds have covered the moon. Now, only I can hear you speak. The night is silent again for a few seconds. As petals fall from the treetops, I hear Raphael's voice.
I had reasons to leave, but no compelling reason to stay. I thought that once I left, I wouldn't look back. Then I found a reason one day, and I received a message from the past.
So, Xavier is a trip. When you listen to his secret times, oh, for Lord's sake, you need a cross and holy water because this man, because it's implied here, by the way, is the king of backshots. Or may I say, the prince, because he's a prince. He's the prince of backshots. So, we're going to have fun. I don't have the first anniversary cards, so those were going to be on the wayside. But those cards were trips too. I listened to them on YouTube and I was crying from laughter. Raphael holds my hand as we slowly walk along this path, the one he once dreamt of taking together on our way home.
I want a certain person to be in the places I once called home. I also want to be in the places that were once her home.
Without warning, the sea breeze blows past us. It feels as though the petals has gently floated into my heart. But yeah. I don't know what happened to Xavier, but to tell you the truth, those cards were trips. And it's so sad that I don't have any of the 1-year anniversary cards. But those 1-year anniversary cards, oh, for Lord's sake, those were trips. And I listened to them on YouTube, so they're available on YouTube. You just have to look for them, and I'll tell you which cards it was. So the first one that you're probably gonna need to listen to, which was Xavier's spicy card, or the 4-star that really gave me the what the hell feeling, was this one was actually pretty funny. I believe it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. This is the one that really was an eye-opener. And this is the one that I have that we're going to be listening to. And his nightly rendezvous card was a trip. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you for the back shots. He's a prince of back shots. I'm not gonna lie to you when I'm saying that. But we're gonna listen to his card, the one that we have, the one that I have from the 2nd year anniversary, because I didn't join until after the 1 year anniversary. And we're gonna listen to each one.
You're back? Did I startle you? Sorry. Yeah, I was waiting for you. I look a little upset.
I'm so sorry.
You think it's because I'm hungry? Is that what you really think? Too bad. You're wrong, actually.
Oh, my
You
ears.
want to play a game where you guess why Xavier is unhappy? Sure. But since it's a game, there should be rewards and punishments. You won't accuse me of being unfair when the time comes, right?
I'm so
Sit here.
sorry.
Come a little closer. I want to know what you're thinking. You're trying to slip away. No, I won't let you go this time. I don't want an explanation.
Yep, already.
What do you think I want?
It's been a while since I've looked at them. I'm so sorry.
I'm being too aggressive. It's
so
because
sorry.
I'm upset.
This is him being jealous. Oh, Lord, this man and his jealousy.
And I caught you trying to break the rules. What should I do? You need to be punished. Giving me that
dear
look
God.
is pointless. I'll wait and see what you'll do. Is that it? It's not nearly enough. I'm smiling.
If you want me to stop, I'll stop.
This
Just
is
say the
better.
word and I'll stop.
Definitely. Only a little, though. And You still need to coax me. You have 80% left.
Exactly.
You're not holding back.
Man,
It feels less like coaxing and more like you're using this to avenge yourself.
I'm blushing.
So, you're
And
back
I've
to
heard this
90%.
like in January. It's been so
Unless
long.
you do it like this. And...
Okay, I'm gonna stop there because, to be honest, this might get me in trouble. But Jesus Christ. So just imagine all of that for all the guys. And this was the 2025 or 2026 anniversary, or 25 anniversary cards. Oh my god. I mean, let's switch over to Raph if you want. But do you see? I'm scandalized. Okay, so this is Raphael's.
I'm not thirsty. I'm not hungry either. It's hot.
Okay, so just to set the scene, we're supposedly in
I'm
a
not
bathtub.
Being blunt. This is called being precise, cutie. Never mind. You can leave me be if you don't want to keep me company. Sulking and soaking in the bathtub are things I can do at the same time. Alone. Huh? What are you doing? You want me to close my eyes? You're acting kind of mysterious, and you won't let me look.
Oh,
What do
and
you
there's
have in
cake
mind?
involved too, so there's food play.
You'll
Ugh.
cast a spell to cheer me up?
Yep. There's food
Okay.
play, so look
But
forward to
I'm
that.
actually easy to please. If you want to make me feel better, I just need some simple displays of affection. Like a smooch or two and... What else? I want you to come closer. You want me to open my mouth? Well, since you're asking politely, I see no reason to deny your request.
Cake.
Strawberry cake. The magic you mentioned, it's just this? Do I feel better?
So that was him chewing cake.
You said you wanted to cheer me up, but you're clearly not giving me what I want. What kind of thoughts are going through your head right now?
None.
Is this gift supposed to make me happy? Why do I feel like you're deliberately trying to upset me? So, you enjoy teasing me? You're being a naughty girl.
Oh. This man.
Does the cake taste good? That look on your face. I guess you haven't truly savored it yet. Since this is a gift from me, I get to decide how it'll be enjoyed. I usually prefer to have a sense of ceremony. A proper sense of ceremony. For example, you need to wrap ribbons around the gift first.
Ribbons! This man tied us up!
Shh. Don't move.
Ah!
I'm the only one who can do that now.
I'm sorry.
You have to do it like this.
Like I said,
Yeah.
if you want me to stop, just say the
Your
word.
wrist.
Like I said, I'm trying not to get in trouble with...
The bow suits you perfectly.
I'm not trying to get in trouble here.
Now your eyes. Can you see anything through the ribbon?
We could.
You can't.
I think we could. Exactly. Oh my lord. But there's so much more. Like, we still have Zane, we have Caleb, we have Silas. Yes, ban ourselves. I think we're good. But I'm starting to think I should actually add these, like, to my Patreons for you guys to enjoy at your own time. Exactly, it's just a Monday. But wanna know what? I think I'm just going to figure out a way to record these for you guys and just put it on my Patreon. Because I don't feel like it's fair that I should be keeping this all to myself. And I don't think I have the VODs for it on my channel. Well, not my Twitch for sure, but on my YouTube I think so. Yeah. Because I know that I had a live reaction to it on my YouTube. So I don't know which videos they were though. But those were fun trips. I had so much fun. And I was like shocked, surprised. And re-listening to Xavier and Raphael's like stuff after 6 months, I forgot how passionate these men are. And I literally have to go... I have to applaud them. Yeah, but yeah. Take your time. Take your time, because I'm starting to wind down anyway, because I have to go to work tomorrow. Alright, I'm moving on to my main account, which is where I have the Catch-22 cards. So you can actually see how wild these men were. Me getting introduced to this game and these guys. You're gonna see how wild they were. And how I was like, what? What did I get myself into? And I don't know why I stayed.
You're just in time. I made some salad. Why not have an
Why are you
appetizer
wearing
before
that?
you get to the main course?
Silas, baby, why are you wearing that? Not that I don't like it. It's just like, Silas. This is the first time I've ever seen you wear this. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the Catch-22 cards, or at least like what my impressions were. Because I have all the Catch-22 cards. And we should probably put them in Illugio so that we don't like get in trouble with the YouTube gods. Exactly, the outfits were woof. And you try reading these cards. They had the equivalent of a Sailor Moon magical girl transformation. Like, they were in normal clothes before, and then they changed into this magical girl outfit. But let's switch them over, because we gotta make sure that they're appropriate. And they're not, like... Alright, I'll let you decide. Do you want to watch it in OG, or do you want me to censor it with a more appropriate outfit? I'll let you decide, because I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube gods, because I'm simul streaming right now. Because I know I won't get in trouble too much with Twitch, but YouTube might be a problem. Okay. So, what I was saying was this. I'll let you decide on what we're going to do in order to watch the cards, because right now we're in Illugio. Thank God we're in Illugio. We can either watch the OG version of the Kindle, or we can watch a more censored version, which is basically me just changing the outfit to something a little bit more appropriate. So I'll let you decide. Because we gotta start from Xavier, Zane. I'm gonna watch all of them. And you're gonna see how crazy these men are. I'm sorry. I don't want to traumatize you. That's the last thing I want to do. So we're gonna do more appropriate. The less skin showing. Correction, we're just gonna do this one. The muscle shirt is the best. We're gonna change my MC to her hair. Okay, entering Illugio. Now you're gonna see how crazy they are. In a safe way.
You didn't abandon me, yet you didn't want me to die either. That right?
Right. Auto. Because he's tied up. And he's going into a frenzy.
Otherwise, you should take this opportunity I'm giving you and run.
Oh, I forget he bites.
Did you tie me up because I did something bad?
No.
You're so strict when your subordinate is involved.
Damn.
Why? Don't you want to become like me?
Yep, he's feral. So you try imagining me playing this game in like last year, and this was the first multi that I get introduced to. It was a trip.
Initiating full body scan of the target.
That's more like it.
Oh my god, I just got distracted.
Come closer. Let me see you.
Thank you for the subscription or follow.
Is that it? You're unusually
It scared me too.
cautious.
Me
Your hand is warm.
I can't. Hello.
Your hand is warm.
Maki. How are you?
You don't mind, right?
I thought so too.
Seeing me like this.
No! Not the nibs. Okay,
Trying to avenge yourself?
Oh no. Okay, Mo. I'm so glad that I put him in the muscle shirt because
like
this inappropriateness.
I'll keep that in mind.
So imagine this. There was the straps. So I put him in the muscle shirt for censoring reasons. For censor reasons, because if we were actually using it the way that we were supposed to, we would have slapped his nip with the leather.
Then I should demonstrate the proper interrogation technique, Captain.
Good eye. I lost.
Don't be scared.
This is the bad ending.
It'll be over soon enough. Then
GG.
You'll never leave me.
I can't. So he bit us. not necessarily kill us, but when I read the card the first time, the bad ending has us tied up. I mean, I could show you what the bad ending was like. Yeah, this was the bad ending. This one. This is nuts, by the way. This is how nuts they are. Kinda, not really. But this is what the bad ending was. Once it loads. Load. So he was trying to turn us into a monster just like him. So think of it like werewolves being biting, or vampires to turn their victims into them. Since we're coming this far, should I tell you one of my secrets? A strange, restless energy surges through every fiber of my being. I cradled his face in my hands and look into his eyes that crave the words on my lips. The Xavier I fell in love with never existed. Surprisingly, his face revealed neither shock nor sorrow. It's as if he expected this. He leans in, his lips brushing against my ear as he whispers,
It's okay.
He slowly lowers his head, and his mouth finds the tender spot where my neck meets my shoulder. My consciousness begins to fade as pain blooms from my neck. Metallic scent of rust fills the air between us. His hand rests below my right shoulder blade. It traces a path down my spine. His touch ignites something deep within me, like a spark touching a fuse.
If you genuinely want to run away from me, I'll keep you by my side by any means necessary.
Like zombies, yes. Kinda. Same concept. But yeah. Xavier would rather keep you in at least the Catch-22. Make you one of him and keep you. This was Raphael's. I have to go look for it. Raphael's was a trip too. But we're not going to go through his Kindle. We're just going to go through towards the end of the Kindle. Yep, the yandere version of him. So, both Xavier and Raphael, even though you don't see it in the main story because they're very different, but they rather imprison you and make you sure that you're theirs for all eternity than yeah, they rather keep you by their side than you ever disappearing or you vanishing from their sight. Yeah. It's the same thing for Raphael's, like, myths. Well, no. It's implied in his myths. Because I read those myths forwards and backwards. Raphael would rather tie you down to him and make sure you don't leave. And he's very manipulative, so that was something as well. This is taking a long time. I'm so sorry. It's normally not like this. Come on, go to 100%. Yeah, it's a lot of data. Mm-hmm. I don't even have that much files on my computer. I should probably close some windows, though. That might be causing some problems. I'm gonna close my Instagram on my web browser. I play on my emulator, I play on my tablet, and I play on my phone. So I have like 3 places to play this game. And I'm planning on retiring the phone feature because it takes a lot of space, and I read a lot of books. And that's where I read it on my phone. There we go. Here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Exposing your weaknesses to a monster.
Well, hello.
Only a fool would do that to tame a beast. Ever seen a world consumed by want? When the heart's true desire is the only thing left, everything else fades away.
Nope. I'm not gonna do anything.
It looks like you lost.
Exactly, sir. Exactly that. But I'm not going to show you Zane or Caleb's or Silas's because they're not really important in terms of showing off their sides. As my consciousness fades, a taste of metallic tang of blood on my lips. Raphael gently licks it away. Raphael stands up. The chains drag on the floor, and he pins me against the wall.
Don't be afraid. This dull existence will disappear like a bad dream.
A pale, thin light falls across his upper half of his face. His eyes gleam with a manic intensity.
Why don't I just lock you up? You'll live in this cage from now on. Doesn't that sound nice?
No? Like a surging tide, his voice pulls me into the depths of the boundless sea.
Our promise. It's okay if I'm the only one who keeps it. We'll always be together until the end of time.
Exactly. Goodness. This is the yandere side. That was it. I would love to show you Zane's and Silas's and Caleb's, but they don't really, their bad endings are more along the lines of we shoot and kill Silas. Sorry for spoilers. And we for both Caleb and Zane, they kind of regain their bearings, and they're like, what have I done? And they leave MC. Yep, R.I.P. to Silas. But Silas kind of provoked the situation to the point where we had to shoot him, or else we wouldn't have gotten out of there alive. So it's either kill or be killed. Because he was too frenzied to actually be sane. Exactly. But I do wish that we were actually able to see what it would have been like if Valko was actually also introduced for Catch-22. I would have loved to see his cards in Catch-22. Any of the cards for Valko, to be more specific. But yeah, it is late, kinda, sorta, and I still need to go to work. So, it was a pleasure to hang out with you guys, and I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be pulling on the banner. So, I am planning on pulling on this banner tomorrow. I'll be spending money. I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. And we're going to see if we can get these cards within a reasonable amount of time. Or pulls. Because it's going to be me pulling on 2 different accounts. My Xavier account and my because I have to save my Raphael account for the myth that's coming up after this. So we're gonna pull on this account and we're gonna pull on my Xavier account. That way we'll have 2 cards. And hopefully not be like so struggling so much. But yeah. With that, it's time for me to go, guys. I love you. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Until we see each other next time. Adios, mi amores. Mwah. Bye-bye.